She said that American soccer fans, most of them aren't smart. They don't know the game. They don't understand.
Gio.
That guy Gaspacho.
Important to take a lame gorilla, okay?
Advice, did you know that Arsenal died?
He's got me buzzing.
Up the talkies. It's hard to up them anyway.
I'm not even gonna comment on that. What a day it was. First of all, let us put whoever scheduled both these games at the same time in jail. That is
Clown.
absolutely just criminal. I mean, these two games were going to be bangers from the rip. That was a known fact, and they delivered on that within the first 15 minutes. It was going off the rails. Nick, let's start with Arsenal and Bayern. It ends in a 2-2 draw. The star boy gets it started off in the 12th minute. And it seemed like Arsenal, at least to me when I was watching those first 10, 15 minutes, I thought, man, Arsenal is a step above. They had all the control, so many chances. Ben White could have made it 2-0. But Bayern have the quality, they have the counterattack, and that is really all they had today. But it came up with 2 goals. And your defense looked a little shaky on those counterattacks. I think Gabriel and Saliba both did not have the greatest game. Especially on that first goal, I think Gabriel got pulled out wide, didn't recover. Declan Rice steps and gets beat on the ball behind. It was just a string of errors that allowed Bayern to get a 2-1 lead. Luckily, Arsenal recover to a 2-2 draw here. I'll let you go into the game, and then we'll get into the controversy about penalties that could have been called for both sides later on. But first, what are your thoughts on just the game?
We're not having a conversation about what people were saying with that stupid handball. That is not a penalty in any way in the book. The ref whistled it
well,
twice.
it is a penalty.
The ref literally whistled it twice. That's why the ball got passed. People on Twitter are being stupid right now, and you're falling for it. I think we're the better team. I've been saying that in a lot of our games this season. I think we're the better team. I think we played better than them, and I think we shot ourselves in the foot. So we don't deserve to win this game at all. I think 2-2 is fair for what we saw on the pitch. I think Arteta got it wrong a little bit, if I'm being honest. I understand Bayern hasn't really played a counter-attacking style, but I thought it was going to be pretty obvious that the game was going to be Arsenal having a lot of control and then Bayern trying to use a lot of that attacking threat on counters. That's what I expected coming into the game, and so I was surprised to see Jorginho at the 6, even though he's been amazing since he's come in. And he actually played solid today too, but in that counterattacking kind of game, he can get exposed. Kivior, who's been rock solid for 3-4 months now, got absolutely cooked by Sane for that second goal, an amazing dribble. And that's what Bayern has, incredible quality. I think Thomas Tuchel set them up incredibly well today. They were hard to break down. They're one of the elite sides of Europe, despite their league form being pretty embarrassing for their standards. So it was definitely a hard-fought game. I mean, let's just get into it because I have no idea how there's not a penalty called at the end there. People saying with maybe Saka
Certainly
is
you have an idea. Certainly you have an
idea.
No.
Stop. You are a fucking moron. Okay. Saka is looking for contact and he gets contact. Because you look for contact, that means it's not a penalty. And Neuer is flaring his leg out as well. Don't be stupid. He flares his leg out as well once Saka beats him on the cutback. And then I see people acting like, oh, I can't believe he dived. There was real contact there where he gets taken out. And it's not like he was shooting at an open goal. He got taken down. People are being ridiculous about it. Yes, Saka exposes his leg, but if I expose my leg,
very unnatural.
If I expose my leg and I get taken down, that's not a penalty. That's not a penalty.
No, it's not. If you're
initiating
the contact, if you initiate the contact, it is not a penalty.
Full of shit. Look at pull up the clip, Palmer. Palmer, pull up the clip.
I don't know. We are going to get copyrighted. If you pull up that clip, we are getting copyrighted.
It's on CBS Sports on Twitter. There's no way we're getting copyrighted for that.
If it's on Twitter, we might be able to.
Don't pull it up.
In our general chat.
Just don't risk it. Don't risk it. It's fine. But listen, Neuer sticks his leg out. You saw that, yes?
Yes.
And then there is clear and obvious contact. No one's debating the contact just because. And first of all, he's definitely looking for contact. I'm not here to tell you that he's not. But I think that it
that's
looks worse.
the issue.
So when Bayern spend the whole game looking for contact, it's fine. But now because we're in the last minute and we deserve a penalty, it's not.
I
What are you
think
talking
the
about?
issue
when
is
did they
he's
call
looking for
it?
contact
Penalty.
and he goes off the ball. He goes out of his way. He's not even chasing the ball
He sticks the
anymore.
leg
Sticks
out.
out his right leg.
is
Can't make a
sprinting.
play anymore at that point.
It's an unnatural
He's
step. Nick.
sprinting.
He sticks the
He's
leg out. It
sprinting.
is
Shut
quite
the fuck
obvious.
up, Flag. Stop talking to me. He is sprinting full towards the byline, and then he cuts inside. Of course, his momentum's going to take him. He is looking for contact. He gets contact, fouled in the box. Anywhere else in the pitch, is that a foul?
No.
No, he's
Not-
He
You're
not
just-
in
so
that
full of
situation.
crap.
No.
You're so full of
Not
crap.
Nick,
You're so full of crap. It is the clearest penalty, like, by
is-
far. And
With Premier League
and-
refs, it's a foul.
worse
I'll give you that.
penalties get called all the time. Not only that,
But
for
Nick,
most
the
worse
games,
penalties is not
Flex,
the
stop
reason
talking.
to then
Flex, you're
call
not
a bad
talking anymore.
penalty.
You're not talking this morning. This segment. Just stop talking. Okay. The ref was bad the entire game, but he was bad both ways. So I wasn't really going to talk about refereeing in this game. He made questionable calls both ways. I have no idea. Rio Ferdinand, who despises Arsenal with all of his heart,
Oh my
says
god!
immediately
Speaking
after the
of going
game,
on
saying, "Of course,
Twitter,
it's a penalty." That's not on Twitter, dumbass. Watch the game. Watch that after the TV show.
yeah,
It
but
is
that's all
absolutely
Arsenal fans are clinging to on
ridiculous.
Twitter.
It is absolutely ridiculous that is not count. He gets taken down because there is contact in the box. If Neuer is like jumping back and then Saka kicks him, of course that's not a penalty. That is not what happens. Neuer sticks his leg out. Saka takes the contact. I don't know how you can even argue the other way. I really don't.
I don't care what Rio Ferdinand says because I don't give his punditry that much credit. I think he's an average pundit at best. I've watched this. It's not a pen in my eyes. Off first at full speed, I'm like, oh, maybe there's a shout there. I look back at it. It never is. Yes, Neuer puts a leg out, but it's well before Saka's even near him. Saka sees that leg out, goes off the ball, puts his right leg out while jumping in the air and sells the hell out of it. Doesn't get it. Yes, Premier League refs might give that to you on any given Sunday, but this is Champions League, and these refs are at a higher standard. That's not a penalty. It's just not. It is.
Can you stop gargling the balls of these Champions League refs as if they're like a gift from God? What are you talking about? He was horrible the entire game, and he was horrible both ways, and it bit us in the ass at the end.
Listen,
It's just not a foul, man. I'm sorry. It's just not.
You're 100%
if it was
wrong.
given,
You won't
if it
convince
was
me
given
otherwise.
as a penalty, I would not have any issue with it. I would say, you know what?
I don't know how it's not.
Sure, it could be a penalty. If it was given as a penalty on the field, and that's what the ref called, I think sure. I don't think there's clear and obvious, hey, I'm turning it absolutely around. That is absolutely 100% whatever.
Harry
As you said,
Kane literally said,
Neuer,
he was like, if it was on my team, I would definitely think it's a pen.
yeah, because everybody would think that.
That doesn't mean anything.
It
Yeah.
is absolutely ridiculous. It is
I would
absolutely
think
ridiculous.
anything's a pen if it was my team. But
Listen,
what I'm saying is Manuel Neuer sticks out his leg, yes. But there is definitely once you see the replay and once the referee has already made the call that
don't fucking talk
it
to me
was
like I haven't seen the replay, you dumbass. God damn it.
oh my god, I'm to explain the situation, Nick. You need to
You're not
you need to
explaining
take a deep
shit.
breath. After the
bullshit.
call
Either
is
way.
made, if it goes to VAR, it is not clear. It is not a clear error. It is not something that they can absolutely go take back because it is quite obvious that Saka takes an unnatural step into Neuer, whether he sticks his foot out or not. It is Saka's leg that draws the contact with
He
Neuer.
is not, by the way, he is not taking an unnatural step. He is leaving his foot out to then get taken out. He is not taking a
That
step
is
in the Neuer.
unnatural. That is unnatural.
Super
How is it
unnatural.
unnatural when your momentum is
It's
going
cre-
one way and
That
you
is
go left?
creating the contact. Because if he
Because
was
he plays
just
the ball.
going with his momentum and it was a normal turn where he's going with his momentum, you wouldn't think, wow, that leg is going extremely out of a normal range of motion into the goalkeeper's leg. If he gets hit when it's just a normal move, then it's 100% a penalty, but he initiated with his sticking his leg out to hook the leg of Neuer. Regardless whether Neuer is spreading his leg out or not, he initiated the contact. Saka did.
So anytime anyone runs at someone, they can just stick their leg out then and we're good. Like I'm telling David Raya, I'm gonna hit him up right now. I'm like, hey man, just go ahead and stick your leg out, and we'll just say that since they were the ones running, then you know what? They initiated the contact, so you're clear.
If the attacker is sticking out their leg to trip over it after they're taking an unnatural step towards it, then yes, it would not be a foul.
This is such bullshit standards. This is the same stuff.
That's just the
This is the
rules.
same stuff that always happens to Arsenal. Micah Richards said it. When it's Arsenal, everyone likes to pile on. The two of you clowns have been waiting all day to do this exact conversation, and I'm done participating in it. It was clearly a penalty. Go watch it. Make up your own mind, but I will not be convinced otherwise. That being said, again, I believe it was a pen. I do. That would have won us the game. I don't believe we deserve 3 points. I do believe it was a pen. I don't believe we deserve 3 points. We made too many mistakes in this game. There's still all to play for, but I mean, if you're Bayern Munich, you're very happy with the draw away from home. Especially, I mean, Bayern wasn't allowed to have their fans in the stadium, so it is a very big missed opportunity. Hopefully, we show up next week and we play better football. We were not at our best today. Even though, by the way, Saka is also getting a lot of hate today for that penalty, saying that he dived. Again, I do believe with every certainty in my soul that it's a penalty. But by the way, Saka was phenomenal today. That penalty aside, he was incredible. The goal he scored was wonderful.
He was your best player.
Beautiful goal he scored. And I mean, he was making everything happen. Odegaard also had a very good game. Those two stepped up. I think the holes that we have in our squad were exposed by Bayern today, and good on them for being able to do that. That shows like real tactical awareness from Tuchel. So yeah, all to play for next week, obviously. I saw a tweet. Your thoughts on this? I saw a tweet that said, "Man, I kind of miss the away goal rules because now like these two incredible games could have just basically been 0-0 and we would have been in the same spot." What are your thoughts on that?
But I like that. I think getting away with the away goals, there was so much stupid shit that happened with that now you have a 2-2 game that it doesn't mean that Arsenal have a must-win while Bayern will sit back at home. It is, you can allow them to both play for a win, and I'm very okay with watching two amazing games of soccer, and then next time they play, it will be a winner-take-all game, and I am 100% there for that. Mike, do you feel the same?
No, I don't. I love the away goals.
Nice.
It was a crazy thing, and during the time, you're like, why is this a thing? But it raised the stakes. Every single game felt like, oh, this could be a must-win, depending on the occasion. We wouldn't get La Remontada. We wouldn't get Barca coming back versus PSG the same way without those away goals. It created so many crazy storylines. The necessary to play fast and loose if you're down based on away goals. So yeah, I kind of miss it because of so many of those nights where crazy games occurred.
Nick, are you for it or against it?
I see both sides. I understand what Mike is saying. I think, honestly, it might just be my own experience because it bit us in the ass so many times, but I think I prefer what it is now. That being said, like it did encourage away teams to like really have a go at it and not lock down, which now with the teams left, like aside from Atletico and Dortmund, like I'm sure the away team will try to shut it down for that game, but every team is playing their brand of football at this stage of the competition. Maybe in the round of 16 it could have helped, but I think I'm just a tiny bit more with flags. Just let them play it out over 2 games. Let the best man win.
Yeah, I think it also does impact play where a home team against maybe a better side is afraid of those away goals and packs it in a lot more than if they can just play free in both games.